Yeah, do you guys need hints or you guys are okay with this? You guys know, right? No need of hints. I know you guys are fantastic. Even though even though you don't do it, I know you are fantastic. Right? Great. So database. So what is database? Yes, what is database? Yeah? Any answers here? What is a database? You back in 2 minutes? Great. So Rajesh has an answer here. Mm, what is that? Multiple data? Okay, great. So database means multiple data. Close enough. So there is nothing called multiple data actually. Okay, it's called okay, that's gone. Fine. So it's not multiple data, but it's huge data. Or okay, let's take this thing. Now, in simple words, database is nothing but storage of data actually. So, wherever, whichever which has data, like you take uh, a file, a text file, you write something in it, store it, save it. It's a data. It's also a database. Like database is nothing but why everybody is leaving. Is there a problem, or are these guys just bots? No bots. Okay, fine. I don't know. So storage of data. Okay, database is nothing but storage of data. So you take a file. Okay, save it as .txt. It has data. It seriously has data. Okay, we can call it as a database too because it has data. So database is nothing but storage of data. So a text file has data, so we can call a text file as a data. Now there is an XML file. XML file has data. Okay, so it is stored as in .xml format, and it can store data too. So it's a database too. Like such, like such. Okay, a database server is nothing but a file compartment. I say a compartment where we can store our data, which is called a database server. Okay, so wherever we store our data is a database. But there is a problem with these two guys, .txt and .xml file. The problem is the problem is now I'll write some data and I'll store as saga.txt. Okay, I write as saga.txt. Now what happens is can someone else is writing a program and they create the same file. Okay, what happens is it gets overwritten or it makes another copy, let's say, right? So when we say it's overwritten, that means there is no security. Of course you can implement security saying okay, no file creation permissions, but still that beats the whole purpose. So there is no security over there, right? So if Rajesh and Taufik are writing the same writing to the same file, let's say, it can be overwritten. So there is no security. And the other thing is, oh, my voice is not audible now, guys. There might be problem with most probably my side. I don't know. Now, Taufik, can you hear? Kavita, now, if the problem persists, let's say just log out and log in back. That's the only thing we can really do sometimes. Yeah, maybe that's a problem. So then there is, if it is, let's say, if it makes another copy, then it's called redundancy. Okay, so our database here whatever this txt and xml files has these problems, whereas our database can solve these problems. Okay, so a typical database design should be not redundant, okay, secure, transaction protected. I'll tell you what exactly everything is. Transaction protected and proper user management. Alright, so this is our database can give us. So a database can give us, okay, it can reduce the redundancy, which is called normalization. This is very important interview question. So in interviews they ask what is normalization. So what is normalization is in general, okay, avoiding redundancy is called normalization. I'll tell everything in an example. We'll take a shopping cart example and we'll see how do we do it. Now let's take an example here. What is exactly normalization? Now uh, oops, how to move this? Just give me a second. Oh, let that be. Fine, we'll open in a new thing. So so I'll just explain the concepts and tomorrow we see what we can really do with our database. So let's take a shopping cart example. Now what happens in shopping cart? So what is there in a e-commerce store? We have products, right? We have customers, right? Customers buy products, so there are orders, right? Yes. So this is an e-commerce website, let's say e-commerce store, let's say Flipkart or Mantra or Jabang or Snapdeal. So everything is an e-commerce store. So e-commerce stores will have products and e-commerce stores will have customers, and e-commerce stores customers, when they purchase products they have orders. So let's take this in a table. Let's take this in a table, or let me do this. This is a better solution. Oh no, this is not. So do we have tables here? Okay, let's just